What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Room of the Wrexham. This is episode number 37, and just before we get into this episode, where you can see we've got a crazy month of April coming up, a crucial month, 3 games in 7 days. I just want to say a quick thank you because we hit 500 subs on the channel, and for me, that's a really, really crazy landmark, and I can't wait to hit the next ones, but this one for sure was super special, so I really appreciate everyone that subs, everyone that supports the channel, whether you like, view, comment, share, anything. I massively, massively appreciate it. And here's to the next 500. Hopefully we can hit that 1,000 mark very, very soon. That would be incredibly special. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the series. Thank you so much for subbing. And yeah, hopefully more fun to come. Well, in today's episode, you're going to see us take on Fleetwood, Birmingham, and Wickham. As we mentioned, it is a busy April period. I think we got like 6 games in like just over 2 weeks or something, or 3 weeks. Super busy schedule before we head into May, where we only have 2 league fixtures left. We are currently 7 points behind Derby and Birmingham, and we play Birmingham after this game. So if we beat Fleetwood in this one, we'll go into that game knowing a win will take us to within 1. But a lot of ifs and buts there, a lot of ifs and buts. Before we focus on the Birmingham game, let's focus on the Fleetwood game. We're facing a tricky opponent. Yes, they may be mid-table, but I don't know, those teams, when they've got nothing to play for, they usually play a bit freer with a little less responsibility. So it was important that we got off to a good start, and that we did. Josh Mullin? Paul Mullin grabbing the go-ahead goal, assisted by Jewison Bennett. That would be Paul Mullin's league-leading 34th goal of the season. Josh Earl would be in the side for us today, facing his former club. Obviously, we signed Earl from Fleetwood. And to be honest, I think Josh Earl's been a brilliant coup, if I may say so myself. He's been absolutely fantastic since we brought him in, partnering Hayden very well indeed, and he'll be looking to keep a clean sheet against his former side here. Well, we would take a 2-0 lead. Patrick Roberts, my word. Talk about confidence right now. He scored a hat-trick in, I think it was the last episode, wasn't it, against Stockport. He has been absolutely flying recently and scores a brilliant scorpion kick. Bennett grabs his second assist of the game, and we lead 2-0. And then the stroke of half-time, Nathan Lloyd called into action for the first time, saving a shot, tipping it around the post. As we head into the second half now, just 5 minutes in, Pritchard would find Mullin, who in turn would find Bennett bursting into the box, and wow, what a finish. What a finish. This guy is oozing confidence right now, just like Patrick Roberts. Bennett's been, he's been I'm not sure about the celebration, but he has been class. He has grown into this team, started off a little bit slowly, but he's certainly making that left wing position his own now, and he's adding goals and assists to his stats, and he's just becoming a better all-round player. I think he might even be one of our highest-rated players at the club now. So yeah, he's been fantastic for us recently. As we make 5 subs after that third goal went in, I thought, you know what, we've got more games coming up. We've got a huge game against Birmingham coming up as well. So I'd like to keep some of the key players a bit rested if possible, rather than them playing 90 minutes. So we made a whole host of changes, and Fleetwood would get on the score sheet. Unfortunately, Nathan Lloyd couldn't get that clean sheet, but it would matter not as we take this one 3-1. 4 wins in the last 5. Jewison Bennett with 2 goals and an assist. Robert adds to his recent form with another goal. I think that's 6 in 5 for him now, so he's been fantastic since we brought him in on the free transfer market. And Mullin, of course, gets his token goal as well. So, yeah, like I said, 4 wins in the last 5. We're in a really good run of form right now, and it is such an important time for it because we're pushing for the playoffs. We're into the last final few games. Hopefully, we can secure that place. As you can see there, we are into 6th place, ahead of Lincoln, 5 points ahead of Lincoln, although they do have a game in hand. But the next one, a huge game, Birmingham City at home at the racecourse. They are 2 places above us, but 4 points. So it is another massive game. Hopefully one where we can secure all 3 points. Going into this one, it's almost guaranteed goals, right? You've got 3 of the league's top scorers in Mullin, Hall and Dembele. 68 league goals between them, absolutely mental. Mullin has 4 in his last 3 as well. Jewison Bennett, of course, starred in the game against Fleetwood. We make 4 changes. In come O'Connell, Belabor, Lee and Morris. A couple of them, obviously Belabor and Lee would normally start for us. We rested them against Fleetwood because I wanted them for this game. O'Connell and Morris coming in though in the defence and attack respectively. We won 1-0 away at St Andrews earlier on the season. It was in that month where we had a string of really season-defining and career-making results. You know, it was character-building, those results, when we won, I think, 4 in a row. Didn't concede a goal. We beat all big sides as well. I think it was like Portsmouth, Derby, Birmingham, and Plymouth, I want to say. Yeah, so that was a really good result. We got against Birmingham there. And in that game, we utilised our strengths, and that's what we're trying to do in this one. Early doors, we forced the keeper into a save, work a corner, which we know how dangerous we are from those corners. We are just so lethal, whether it's Evan swinging in from the right or Mendy... Evan swinging in from the left or Mendy swinging in from the right. Obviously, both in swingers. Well, from the first corner, we would hit the bar, a really good header, looping to the far post, beating the Birmingham keeper, but unfortunately the woodwork would deny it. And then we struggled to make any more opportunities before the half-time break, although Birmingham would grow into this one. Nathan Lloyd making a good save, and then a poor turnover from Cyrus Christie, and Birmingham get to work just before the half. Earl wins it back, but then gives it away. The shot is blocked, and then the rebound goes straight to their man. A really, really ugly goal to concede, but to be honest, the amount of mistakes that we made in that move, we deserved to concede, and unfortunately we did so, and we would head into the break 1-0 down. Well, not even 5 minutes on the clock in the second half, and there's PM10 once again, showing Hall and Dembele, who are, I'd say they're chasing him for the golden boot, but they're not really chasing him. Mullin's got, I think, nearly double the amount of goals as Hall does in second place, so it's not really a race right now. But Mullin would get us on the score sheet, 1-1, perfect way to start the second half, and on the hour mark, Mullin would look for his second goal, but for a smart save from the keeper, who would deny Lee as well with a fantastic save. Quick fire double save there. Birmingham then would work a chance with just over 20 minutes to go. A nice finding their man in space inside the box, but Nathan Lloyd would be a match for him. He was saved down to his right-hand side before we would make a triple substitution. Now, they say you shouldn't make substitutions before you defend a corner. That's just sort of like a home truth, you know. It's an unwritten, not an unwritten rule, but just something you shouldn't be doing in football. You shouldn't be making subs. And just before you defend a corner, and we nearly cost it there, but Nathan Lloyd come up with a big save. And then Carlos Baleba, wow, what a finish this would be. We would win the ball back, Elliot Lee would find Baleba in the box, and the Brighton loanee would smash home a really nice finish from a tight angle for a left footer across the keeper, in off the post, and you can see what that one meant to me. A huge goal, the go-ahead goal. And with 7 minutes to go, Jacob Mendy bursting down the left. He finds Baleba. Can he add to his tally? No, he finds Paul Mullin. Good save from the keeper there. We should have been seeing that one out, though. That could have been the game. As we're into the final moments, can Birmingham scrape a draw? Can they get one more chance? They've gone inside the box. Nathan Lloyd. What a save. Nathan Lloyd. Wow. That might be his biggest save to date. It's not the most impressive, the most incredible save. It's a great reaction save. As you can see here, I'm not quite sure how accurate these, reaction times, 0.33. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but what an important save that was. We're in the 96th minute of 4 added on, playing Birmingham. It's 4th v 6th. It's a huge game. We're leading 2-1, and he comes up with a clutch save like that. Best moment probably of his young career so far, the Youth Academy graduate, and we do see this one out 2-1. Come from behind win against Birmingham. We complete the double over the sides. And again, it's another huge 3 points. Back-to-back wins for us now. 5 wins and 6. And we are now 1 point behind Birmingham. Yes, they do have a game in hand, but I'm just happy to get the points on the board. And more importantly as well, you see that behind us, we are 7 points ahead of Oxford. Lincoln are only a point behind them, and they do have 2 games in hand, so they might still be a threat. But it's such a huge gap we have there now, which is massive going into the last few games. Well, before we head into the third and final game, we actually do pick up a couple of goalkeepers from the scouting report from England. Ed Wright and Rory Baker both look like decent players, so I bring them in. I want to bulk up the youth academy a little bit more because we haven't really got too many players in there, so we bring in 2 goalkeepers. They both look all right, to be fair. Baker probably looks the better. Obviously, Nathan Lloyd's a youth academy graduate, started the last game in goal, so whether they'll get minutes or not, I'm not too sure, but I want to bulk up that youth academy that we have because after we sold Luke Bolton to Sheffield United, we had a bit of money in the bank. We brought in Patrick Roberts for free, so then we still had some cash I wanted to use it on some youth scouts, and so hopefully we can improve our youth academy. And so, yeah, hopefully 2 goalkeeper additions there will add to them. Well, as we said, we have a 7-point lead now over Oxford, who did draw. So a big gap to those outside of the playoffs as we head into the third and final game of the episode. And it is Wickham, the side who are 15th right now. 13 wins, 8 draws, 18 defeats, leave them on 47 points. They're looking okay, maybe not quite safe yet, but I fancy them to stay up for sure. 7 points above the relegation zone, so they're looking to sort of cement their place in the league for next season. Well, we would take a 1-0 lead. I mean, how else do you expect us to take it? In swinging corner, Paul Mullin heads home. Bosh. 36th league goal of the season. And we would make it 2-0 just 15 minutes in. Jewison Bennett continuing his really hot form. 2 goals in this episode now. And it's another scorcher as well. Picks up the ball on his left side, smashes it across the keeper, and we lead 2-0 in the very, very early stages here in Wickham. Expected goals from that shot, 0.09. What a finish that is. And like I said, he has really grown into his own and making that position one that no one can take off him. And yeah, he's been fantastic recently, Jewison Bennett. Well, on the half an hour mark, Pritchard, who was one of 2 changes that we brought into the side, Pritchard and Roberts coming into the team, he fired a shot which was well saved by the keeper, but we got a corner and we know how we feel about corners. Swung in by Mendy, Mullin leaps. First header is blocked and then he actually gets to his own rebound, but it crashes off the post, so close to making it 2-1. To making it 3-0 there just before the halftime break. Well, Wickham, we went from it's really fine margins. We went from almost 3-0 up to 2-1 up. Leary grabbing a goal after quite a nice move actually, and all of a sudden Wickham are in this game just before the half-time break. Well, deep into stoppage time, we would work the ball well down the left. We then recycle it into Alex Pritchard inside the box. And it's another fantastic finish as well. We've seen some really good finishing on display today. Good to see that the goals are being spread out as well, because yes, we have got the top goal scorer in Paul Mullin, but if we lose his goals, I fear for us, because no one else is high up in those double digits. So it's nice to see, people like Belaber, Bennett, Pritchard all chipping in with some goals this episode. So yeah, that restored our 2-goal lead. Great finish from Alex Pritchard, and we made a couple subs with half an hour to go. Obviously, I don't think the game's done yet, but we still have some busy a busy schedule coming up. 3 more games in the space of 9 or 10 days. So where we can, I try and make some subs, and obviously gives people some game time that haven't had too much game time. So Hartridge, one of those players that's on, as we look to almost make it 4 there. Beautiful ball over the top to Mullin. He just chests it into his stride, lets it bounce once, and then strikes a half volley, that goes just wide of the post. Well, Nathan Lloyd would be called into action. A smart save here. The shot actually deflected. It looked like an odd save from him, almost like he didn't know what was happening, and that's because on closer inspection, you could see that there was a deflection. So it was a smart save from the shot stopper there. He made a smart save there as well as we entered into the 90th minute. Wickham actually did smash the bar with a free kick. He was nowhere near that one, to be fair. A good effort, but it bounced off the bar and out, fortunately enough for us. And then there was enough time for Lloyd to make one more save. A late push from Wickham, but it was too little too late as we make it 3 wins from 3 in this episode. 100% records in what is such a crucial time for us. I know we keep saying it, but it is so important. Yes, Oxford are only they are 7 points back, but it's important we keep this momentum going, try and secure a playoff place, and then have good form whilst we're doing it as well. So 3 wins on the bounce is the perfect way to do that. 5 wins in a row now in all competitions, and 6 in our last 7. Koulibaly comes to us saying he really needs some game time, which it's weird. It says he's not happy, but then his happiness bar is actually very happy. So honestly, Koulibaly, just stick with me, because you will get minutes more so next season. As we see the table here now, we are up to 4th, 68 points on the board. And of course, 3rd to 6th is the playoffs. It is, it's important which position you play, because 4th will play 5th, 3rd will play 6th, and 3rd and 4th will have home advantage in the first tie. So we are now up to 4th. If it stayed like this, we would face Derby in the playoffs, but they have a couple games in hand over us. Birmingham have a game in hand over us. but fortunately we are 7 points ahead of Oxford with just 5 games to go, guys. 2 episodes left of the regular season. Let me know in the comments if you think we're going to make the playoffs. If you're enjoying the series, drop it a like. I really hope you are. Thank you once again for 500 subs, and I'll see you in episode 38 very soon.